Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nash, and today we are going to sit down and we are going to review the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I've heard so many great things about this foundation, so I want to test it out myself and see how it applies, see how it wears, all that kind of fun stuff. So if you want to see how this foundation holds up on my face, then make sure you keep on watching. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I post videos every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel, so you want to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Other than that, let's just get into the video. Alright, so like I said, today I want to sit down and I want to test this guy out. Now I do have the Maybelline Fit Me Hydrate and Smooth formula, which I use in the summer. It's a darker color obviously than I am right now. I used this when I was at like my deepest tan. I just picked it up because all my foundations were too light for me. This is a nice foundation. It is very, you can tell it's like a hydrate foundation. It's very almost look greasy on the face, very glowy, dewy. Not my favorite foundation, doesn't last the longest on me, but this is not the foundation that I heard all the amazing reviews about. It was this guy here, the matte and poreless one. So I wanted to pick it up, I wanted to test out how it is on my skin, how long the wear test. So like I said, it's the matte and poreless Fit Me foundation. This says to normal to oily. Now I'm normal, can get oily, I'm kind of combination. So we'll see how this goes on my face. It doesn't have any claims to be like a long wearing foundation, but we will see how long it does last on my skin. I got the shade 120 Classic Ivory. So as you can see, my little thing is still on. I have not used this yet. And don't talk to me about my hair right now. Like, I know it's a mess today. We went out on last Saturday for Halloween. So on the weekend I had back home and teased my hair up really crazy. And it's Wednesday today and I just don't feel like dealing with it. I have such thick, dense hair that for me to like brush this out is just going to take like 2-3 hours, and I'm just like, anyways, it's been a week. I just don't want to brush it out. But regardless, I hope this is going to be close enough match for me. Doesn't smell like anything right off the bat. So I guess let's just go ahead and dump it onto the back of my hand. Okay. So I like the consistency so far of it. It's like a thicker liquid foundation, but as you can see, it will still run a little bit, but it's not going to like glide everywhere, if that makes sense. It's not extremely liquidy. So one side of my face I'm going to do with my brush, and then the other side I'm going to do with a beauty sponge. We'll see which one I like better for the application. So we'll do the brush on the left side of my face. I'm just going to pick some up. Yeah, it really doesn't smell like much. If you really get your nose in there, it's like a little chemically, but what isn't? So okay, so I just picked a little bit up on my brush. I don't know how much we need. Okay, so this color is maybe a little orange for me. But that's okay. We will blend everything down my neck. So this is how the left side of my face looks with a brush. Let's do the other side. Like I said, you can clearly tell the color is a few shades darker, which is actually okay. I can lighten it up with concealer or whatever later. I'm going to go in with my sponge and start doing this side. Okay, I'm going to have to pick up a little bit more product. Now I did go in with quite a hefty amount on the left side, which I don't think you really would need. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit more just to finish the side of my face. Now I want to let everybody know as well that for this side, like the sponge I'm using, this is a pure sponge. Not my absolute favorite sponge in the world. It's just, I mean, it applies everything fine once you have it on. It's just the application is pretty stiff sponge. But it's just what I have on deck right now for a sponge, so this is what we are using. And I've been having so many breakouts lately, like, I don't know what's going on with my skin. I've been working out the last month, which I am planning on doing like a video on as well eventually here once I kind of get a little bit more progress. So I think my skin might be like detoxing a little bit from the workouts and all the sweat and me eating properly. It's detoxing all the bad food, but I don't know. It's just been so awful. I don't know. So this is the right side of my face. What do I like better? I think I like the sponge actually, which is strange because lately I've really been liking this brush to apply foundations. I find it gives you better coverage as well as it just kind of flaws everything out. They're pretty similar, and it's hard to say because I definitely have more breakouts on this side of my face as well than I do on this side. I think I like the sponge better, but they are pretty similar. Like, I would be okay with using a brush as well with this foundation. So right away, first impressions, it's pretty much dried down. So it's dried down pretty fast. If you don't like to set your foundation, I feel like this would be one that you don't have to set if you didn't want to, because it's not really sticky at all. I am getting a little bit of transfer onto my hands, if you can see that, but not very bad considering it's been on for like a minute. So first impressions, I would say this like is a medium to full coverage. It's definitely buildable. I think if I went in with one more layer, I could definitely build it up. So maybe actually let's try and go in and see how it builds up just over maybe some of my problem areas, like over my zits and stuff. One downfall to this is there's no pump on it, which sucks. I hate foundations that don't have a pump, but so I'm just going over my problem areas where I would want a little bit more coverage, which is obviously on my zits, which is actually definitely covering them up pretty well on the second coat. And then my cheeks that just have a little bit more pigment and rosacea. Yeah, so I definitely think this is a buildable foundation, so you could definitely build this up to full coverage. I could have gone in with like a full second coat all over my face, but I just wanted a little bit extra where I normally would put it. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's close this guy up. What I'm going to do is I'll be right back. I'm going to apply the rest of my face, and then I'll come back with a little bit more information of how everything applied on top of it, how it looks with powder on top and product on top. And then we will go throughout the day and see how it holds up throughout the day. So just give me a minute and I'll be right back with a full face of makeup. Alright, you guys, so I have applied all my makeup. I have a full face of makeup on. If anybody is curious, for my lips, I'm wearing for the underneath, can I talk? The underneath lip, I'm wearing Tarte's lip paint in Home Slice. And then over top, I'm wearing the BioLips Upgrade Hydra Lip Gloss Hybrid in Cleopatra's Secret. This is like beautiful. Like I'm ready to go to like a festive party or something. Just take a look at this swatch. Like it is just gorgeous. Anyways, I just thought I'd mention that. But yeah, everything on my face applied beautifully. Like I love how my skin looks. It is just flawless. Like I think I may have found a new favorite foundation for sure. It just looks flawless. Everything applied so flawlessly. I went in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It went on smoothly on top. There was no, sometimes you'll get foundations and concealers that just won't mix, but these two look beautiful together. And my skin, like, you know when you're just having a good skin day, and that's surprising for all like the breakouts I have on my face, but I'm just having a good skin day. So it is 12:43. I didn't look stupid, probably originally applied the foundation around 12. It's probably been about 45 minutes or so. So we will go for 12 o'clock. It's been 45 minutes so far. So good. Everything applied awesome on top of it. I will come back a few times throughout the day and let you guys know how everything is holding up on my face. Otherwise, we will see you guys in a few hours. Alright, so I'm back. It is 3:56 in the afternoon, so it's been on for about 4 hours now. And I would say it like hasn't changed at all, you guys, honestly. Like nothing is really breaking up yet. Usually the first place foundation will go on me is right on my chin in here because I have a pretty big crease in here, but it hasn't started going there yet. Nothing is looking splotchy. The only thing, and like my smile lines, it hasn't sunk into my smile lines at all yet, which is really surprising. I do have, it is sinking a little bit into my lines just in between my eyebrows here because I make lots of facial expressions and then they sink, but that's a normal thing most foundations will do. You guys, other than that, this foundation is still looking flawless 4 hours in. I'm very happy. I'm about to go outside and walk my dog. It is cold and we woke up to like 2 feet of snow on the ground this morning and it's still snowing. So it's like a Christmas it's like a Christmas festivity outside right now with all the snow and wind. I'm going to attempt to walk my dog here. So we might get a little bit messed up on my face. That's why I wanted to come check in before I went because who knows what this is going to look like after all the wind. My nose is going to be running. It's going to be cold. But yeah, so I just want to check in. Everything is holding up so good, so well. I just edited the first part of my video. I realized I didn't tell you how much this foundation is worth. So I'm going to get that up for you guys just to let you know what this foundation retails for. So Canadian, this foundation on Maybelline's website retails for $10.99. If you can see. I think I got it on sale at Shoppers for like $5.99 or like $6.99 or like $4.99. It was really cheap. So watch for sales, Walmart, Shoppers if you live in Canada. Ulta, does Ulta sell Maybelline? I don't know. But yeah, you can get it cheaper a lot of the time when it goes on sale. Just keep your eye out for flyers or coupons or stuff like that. Otherwise, I'm going to go venture into the wilderness outside and hope that this holds up through all the cold snot and tears. I will be back in a little bit. Alright you guys, so it is 6:24, about 6:30. So it's about 2.5 hours after I checked in with you guys last. I have taken the dog for his walk, and I can't say it loud because otherwise he's gonna want to go again. I have ate supper, and I have been watching videos and editing and things like that. So you can tell like my lips all pretty much more or less gone. And when I edit and when I watch YouTube videos, I always sit with my face with my hands all over my face, so I've been doing that. So you can tell just down here on my acne areas, you can tell it is starting to break up. Probably because, like I said, I do have my hands on my face a lot when I'm watching videos and editing and things. And then down here on my chin has started to break up a little bit as well. And some of the foundation has been removed. Yeah, so I definitely have had some healthy spaghetti for supper. So I definitely have some, looks like spaghetti sauce on my chin there. And then it is really starting to gunk up in my little chin crease that we have here. Oh, also I apologize for the lighting. It's pitch black, so we have no natural sunlight. I don't know what this is going to look like, so I apologize ahead of time because it might look awful, so I'm sorry if it does. Other than that, it's starting to look a little bit cakey, especially up here and then kind of down the bridge of my nose. My cheeks still look pretty good though, where I have all the powder and stuff. But yeah, like over here, I don't know what this is. Over here and kind of around this area is really starting to fade and break up. But I feel like if I wasn't just sitting around the house all day and just like, I feel like it probably would have lasted a bit longer. So keep that in mind. I did snot a lot because it is, like I said, like -10 or something outside and snowing. So I got like snow on my face and my nose was like running and stuff. So I was like, you know how it is when it's cold. But I feel like that lasted decent. Like you can tell there's not much left over like in this area here, but you guys, majority of the foundation still looks great. Like for having it on for 6.5 hours and just kind of sitting with my face or with my hands on my face for the last like 4 hours, it is looking pretty good. I will give it that. I feel like from here on out it's just going to continuously fade more and more. So I feel like this will be my last check-in. In the future, if you guys want to see later check-ins or more frequent check-ins, or if you want me to take you around with me during the day while I'm doing check-ins, let me know down below and I can definitely do that for you guys. It honestly is still looking really nice considering it's been on my face for 6.5 hours. I think anything over 6 hours is a good amount to be wearing foundation. You hit that 8 hours, people work like 8-hour days, so that's nice to have the foundation looking good. But like I said, this foundation is not marketed as a long-lasting foundation, so I wasn't expecting it to last like 12 hours on my face. If it did, great, fantastic. If not, it doesn't claim to last that long, so it's not a huge deal. If you want any foundation to last longer, if you really pack the powder into your skin and really dig it in there and buff it in, it's obviously going to last longer, just it's going to lock everything in. I also didn't use any setting spray today because I wanted to see how it would act. Usually I would go in with my Urban Decay All Nighter makeup setting spray, but I didn't go in with this today, and this usually makes my foundation last at least a couple hours longer. It kind of really locks everything in, and I didn't do that. So I feel like if I used this, it would last even longer and it would look even better right now. I would give this foundation, let's say out of 10, I would probably give it, like I really like it, probably an 8.5 or a 9 because yeah, I do really like this. I think this might become one of my go-to foundations, and I love the packaging, how it's this glass. Of course, not ideal to travel with, but if you put it in a little Ziploc bag in case anything happens, you should be good to go. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you did, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. If you like seeing these types of review videos, make sure you let me know. Thumbs up this video so I know to make more reviews of things. Otherwise, again, thank you for watching, and we will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.